Hello and welcome everyone to this wonderful series which we call Reflections, a series where we share stories that recharge and rejuvenate us. And today we have a very wonderful speaker and guest all the way from India, Sister Krishna. Sister Krishna has been practicing Rajayoga meditation since mid 90s and has dedicated her life to the spiritual service and lives at the Brahmakumaris International Headquarters, which is in India, in Shantivan, since 2008. She holds a bachelor's degree in commerce and has an MBA in finance. And currently, she is the production head of the Radio Madhuban 90.4 FM channel, where she oversees all radio operations like show creation, community participation, RJ training, and village outreach services, and much, much more, and has represented the Radio Madhuban in various events as well. And the title of the story that she would be sharing with us today is Blessings. So it's a sharing about different moments, different special moments from her life, moments of blessings, which we could listen to and learn and reflect upon. So, a very hearty and warm welcome to this program, Sister Krishna. And we look forward to hearing your special moments of blessings and your story. So, welcome once again, and it's over to you.
Thank you so much, Lataben. It's a nice opportunity for me to share what I have learned in my life with the help of spirituality. So, the very first thing is when I was in my graduation, I first time visited Brahmakumaris headquarters. Though I visited earlier, but with my consciousness and understanding during my graduation, when I visited Brahmakumaris headquarters, the then chief of Brahmakumaris was the Dadi Prakash Mani, and then she was on the stage and she was just being with her presence, meeting everybody with smile. And there was a song going on, and then everybody was choice meeting her and in the gathering. The very moment I felt is the true love that melted my heart. I felt so happy, and then the tears started coming out. I was not understanding why am I crying, and it's not crying. It is just the heartfelt moment that I had, which touched my heart, her presence. So the divinity and the true love in her has touched my soul and heart. And that moment I felt what a real love is. And then that is the moment I felt in my life. This is the land of blessings, or this is the land of realization, or this is the land what the soul needs. It knows naturally and it gives you. That day I promised myself that I would never miss this place. I would visit every time I get an opportunity. So that's the true love that I have experienced in my life, and then it has brought change in my life. The next thing is, after that, I started, after that, a couple of times I came to Mount Abu, and then the next thought I had is I want to go deep dive into the spirituality and then do some service, learn life, learn about, learn more about Brahmakumaris. And then after a few months, I got a call from the headquarters and that we are looking for somebody who is good at English and then can do some seva through the computers. Because it was early 2000 when computers started coming, and then people are trying to do things on computers. So then, yes, I said, okay, I can come, but then I want to finish my education first. I don't want to leave in the middle and come for the service. So they said, okay. But then immediately after a month, when I'm done with my exams, they called me back again. So I felt this is the signal that I'm getting that I should be going now. After coming, I came to know that I am supposed to do service in radio. And again, it's a blessing. Why? Because I'm so fascinated about radio. All throughout my life since my childhood, radio has been my companion. My both the siblings are too elder to me, and they were living at some different places because of their education. And then I was living with my parents, and I was the only child at home, and then parents are busy with their own job. So, not a good company I had, which I wanted to. So, radio was the only company. All throughout the day, I used to listen radio, and I used to think that audio production should be done like this, that, and then if I get a chance, I will do this. I used to have a lot of thought about it, and I wanted to pursue my graduation in journalism and marketing, all these things. But then my family members, they're like, journalism is not a safe place for sisters. You should be studying something which is good and decent and safe for sisters. So they put me in finance MBA. MBA also I tried doing HR, marketing, advertising, all these things, and then I ended up doing only my MBA finance, what my family was looking forward to me. So after that, I did my job in my, I did a job in capital markets, which I did not enjoy again. I'm thriving inside to do something which is so creative and which is helpful to the society and where I can be more benefited to the people rather than limited to one particular job. So maybe God is listening to all my thoughts that I got an opportunity from Madhuban, that is Shantivan, where I'm living now, a call for service volunteers who can do the service, what is required there. So when they called me, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, what am I going to do. They said, you just say yes. After coming, we'll let you know what to do. I said okay because I already had love for that land because it started quenching my soul, and then I started feeling good about it going there. So after going, he gave me a bunch lot of opportunities or all dream come true like a moment for me. All those things which I was looking forward to in my life of doing a social service and educating people and radio production, programming, training, so many things. It just opened up like this with a huge. So, but then we had very good quality people coming into Shantivan as visiting faculties or something. Then they used to teach us bits and pieces. Then we used to do practice of all these radio skills and all. Then we used to learn and then do things. So why I feel blessing is because I made no effort. It is just a thought that I wanted to, and it's a pure thought of serving people. So God said, okay, I bless you with this. And then I started doing radio. I learned production. I learned about the skills to record. I learned how to give training to the newcomers. And then I learned about doing reporting. I learned about doing the research in the community and then executing the projects. Lot like that continuously. It has been now 15 years. I'm into community radio, the Radio Madhuban, as now I'm working as a production head. But then earlier to that, we had internet radio where I used to do the production for that. So now, after that, as I came to Brahmakumaris to dedicate my life as a volunteer and learn more about spirituality and serve the community, my siblings were not happy about it because um, they are more into devotion, not into spiritual dimensions. But then my parents were following the same path of Brahmakumaris. So I had support from parents, but then not my siblings. So I had a lot of conflicts in relationships, in understanding in terms of acceptance. I once heard that from Dadi Janki, who is the second, the lateral chief of Brahmakumaris. She's no more now also. She's no more now. So she once said, have a thought what you want in life. And then one more thing that I learned from her is if you want to finish the karma, that is the subtle fight between the relations within the people, then you stop thinking what is not good about it. What is not good about the person? What is not good about the relation? You stop thinking, sharing, finish it. I started working on that. And then there were a couple of things which my siblings were trying to pull me back home. Is they wanted me to come back and stay home. Another thing is they wanted me to get married, even if it is late. So earlier I used to think because they love me, so they feel that I'm a very good person, so they're pulling me back. But then later I understood, first of all, I should stop thinking about all these things. And I should focus on what is it that I want in my life, for which I have dedicated my life. My thought process and my focus should be only on that. When I understood and shifted my consciousness and my thought process in this direction, the pull from my siblings and the Lokik family, which I was not liking it, stopped it. Not a much effort again. So it is just about you should understand what am I, what do I want in my life, and then think or create the thoughts accordingly. And don't think what you don't want in life. And that's the next thing, what I learned through spirituality is inclusiveness. In our thought process, when we look at people, there is this power to discern. So you understand a person, their qualities, and good and bad both. And many times we focus on the not so good qualities of the person and we start becoming judgmental about them. No, 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 we don't want to talk to them because he's so, 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 so. Yes, of course, they have those qualities, but then our thoughts should not be a rejection or a barrier for them to approach us or for us to approach them. So then I learned to accept the individual however they are. Acceptance is to allow the person to be what they are, however they are. And acceptance is to allow yourself also to what you are. And then only you can bring change into your life. Without acceptance, you cannot move forward. You cannot come close to your person. And then once I had acceptance to the person, however they are, I was able to be easily communicate with them. And their qualities which are not so good were not bothering me. And I am at the giving end. So then I was able to give good wishes to the person. Without accepting, I cannot give good wishes to the people because my thoughts will not change. So this is something that I learned. I first have to accept, and then only I will be able to give. So with that, there is lot of big circle that I could accept so many variety of people because as we go to the local communities, we see lot many variety personalities, lot many variety people, people with alcoholism, people with addictions, people indulging into domestic violence. It can be men and women both. It's not just about the gender, it is about the issues that people are facing. And then when I look at them, I used to become very much emotional. How can they be so rude like this? But then when I started um, applying this virtue of giving good wishes, being detached, and accepting the person, that's when it became very easy for me to deal with the person without being emotional and understanding what the person is going through and then what is that to be given to them. So instead of ending up on judgmental or criticism mode, I now have the approach of giving a salvation or a solution to the person. And without expecting them to change. In the sense, when we guide somebody, we look forward to see the transformation into them. But then again, it is up to them whether they want to change or not. It's because you have something to give to them, you're giving, and whether to take or not, even after taking, whether to become or not, it is their choice. I should not be thinking about it. I should not be becoming judgmental about it, or I should not be expecting from them. It's because I spent so much of time, energy, my thoughts, creativity, everything. They should be giving return into me. No. My job is to give and give and give. That's it. So this is how the person who gives good wishes is like, the personality of good wishes. This is something I learned, because of which now I'm okay. I'm not emotionally ups and down, or fragile, because when I'm doing this, I should be getting this. And then um, even in the profession side, if I see, whenever people come to me to learn something, I give with my full heart. I teach everything, what I know, what I have learned all through my time. So there are so many students who come from journalism background. They say we learned better than what we could learn in our college, because they have a practically platform to learn. So they're listening to the theory, and the doubts being clarified, and they're able to work on it. So it is for the betterment of the society. When I'm doing something, I should not be jealous. I should not be of something that I learned with so much of hard work. Why should I be giving it to them? No. You learned because somebody taught you, and you are giving it to them because you want to see change in the society. If you don't share the knowledge, if you don't share the experience what you have learned, you can't bring change into the society. So if you really want to see a society which is um, so good for you to live, then you have to give, and give selflessly. So I make sure that whatever I have learned, I give it to my interns. So they go with happiness, and then they should find it more good in their life, that, okay, I worked in a good organization. I could learn something new. Though they are following their own path of spirituality, doesn't mean that they are lagging behind in profession. So this is something that I have learned. And then, yeah, um, breaking the barriers. When I was talking about the um, acceptance of the people, when we accept, that is when we break the barriers what we have created, that they are not good person, that they are jealous about me, or whatever may be the qualities that they have, because of which it is creating the barriers. So we break those barriers, and that can happen through good wishes and letting go of the situation or the qualities, whatever it is. Then only you will be able to accept and move forward. And then there's some beautiful thing that happened in my life. Um, as I was talking about the relations during my surrender life, the stretch that we had into relationships. So I was not happy about my father's decision also in certain things. But then I started accepting my father, because he lived a very humble life. So he thinks that people should understand and learn how to live a humble life, to live a simple life. You learn things and you earn it. So usually parents try to give things to the children, but then they don't let the child earn what they want. Yes. So for everything you want in life, if you earn it, then it becomes yours. and then you have a strong hold on it. But then, without any effort, if you give it to them, then it doesn't have much value. And then they look forward to more and more, and they don't know how to earn, how to do the hard work, and and they're always dependent on you. But then my father never wanted these things to be happening. As a child, I did not appreciate it because I was seeing my surrounding children who are having some extra opportunities than us. But then, as my father's life experience is to be very humble and simple, he only taught us the same thing. So, when I came to the spiritual path of learning and becoming that, then I started understanding the values of my father. And then I started appreciating it because it made my life so simple that when I wanted to live my surrendered life, it was easy for me. I need not let go or disconnect myself from so many things which are not good for me because he already put me into that path of simplicity, being humble, and serving the society. And whatever you do, always you should think of the society, of giving. So these are the few things that I wanted to share today. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you for sharing those. It's a real uh, wonderful story of, how you started your journey, and on your journey, how you learned different things and you grew as you continued to learn.
Yes.
Because, as you said, like being a production head is not a small thing. You have to deal with so many people and the ongoing tasks, and juggle everything and do it all well. And that's not an easy thing to do. So I'm sure, on this path, as you said, acceptance is a big thing, and inclusivity of all the varieties of people that you see. Uh, as you said, you learned it on the way, like on the while doing it. Was there any moment or any time that you recollect when you felt, oh, this is difficult? I know that this is it, or it took a while for you to shift something within you, but then eventually it happened. Or was it that you worked on something and it was okay? How would you describe it? Or if you would like to share a bit on that.
Yeah. I'm a more of a person who is introvert, not less of a humorous person. But then again with Dadi Janki, I once saw her in a video where um, earlier she used to be very serious. I'll say it in Hindi, the virtue of Gambhirta. Okay. And then,
Maturity, yeah.
yeah, maturity. So then Dadi Janki was told once by the people, if you're so serious, we cannot connect with you. So the next moment when she met the people, she brought so much of humor into her conversation. It's not about teasing somebody, but then being more jovial and happy person, having that smile, and then um, break very positively. She brought. That is when I understood maturity alone cannot make a person. And then you have to bring that humor also into you. So this is something which is difficult for me because the moment I become so happy and start speaking, I can't speak continuously or something would go wrong. So I always used to tell myself, better not to be jovial, be whatever you are, be simple. Even it's okay, even if you cannot talk, just be quiet. But then this is something that you cannot be avoiding because you're into radio. You need all variety qualities. And when you're training an RJ, they should be able to learn from you, or you should be able to teach them what exactly an RJ is like. The person who is so lively, who is very light, who is very easy to communicate, who is good at approaching to people, and in 1 second, they should be able to make friends with you. So I'm supposed to make a demonstration of it. for a newcomer, what an archery is like. I had to learn this and then smile and laugh on screen, smile and laugh on the stage, and then to be decent again. So, this is something it took a while for me to accept, understand, observe, and without spoiling your personality, and to be decent enough to be humorous, and then maintain that maturity. So, it's the balance. It took a while for me to learn, but then now I'm okay with it. Yeah.
So it's like stepping out of your comfort zone, but it is necessary
Yes.
that you have to do it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's a balance of I should like what I'm doing, though it is not comfortable, but then,
Yes.
then of course you get into the zone and you learn and then,
Otherwise, I cannot be a trainer.
yeah,
So I should be doing it.
yeah.
Yes.
So thank you so much for sharing all of these wonderful thoughts and moments. I'm sure all of us have learned a lot and, received inspirations for our lives as well. So, lastly, before we wind up, I'm going to request you to uh, maybe speak a little meditation commentary for 5 minutes, so our viewers can also get an experience of what is it or how does it feel when we sit for meditation.
Yes. Sure.
Thank you.
Sitting quietly, focus on the self, the point of light, the living energy in this body. I am the light, the sparkling star in the forehead, between the eyes. I am the master of my life. My life is so beautiful because the Supreme Father, the point of light, is my companion. He is always there for me, allowing me to do always the right things, guiding me all through my life, making sure I am safe. The best companion I am looking forward to in my life is what he is. I am the star, sparkling and radiant. I move forward, meet, and greet people with this awareness that I am the light, full of virtues. Also, the same, the other person. He is also a light, a sparkling star with all the divine virtues. I only look at the divine virtues into the other person, appreciate them for what they are. The Supreme Companion is always being with me, guiding me, and reminding me of looking only divine qualities in others. I am so fortunate, blessed, and lucky soul for always having the loved ones around me. I am the being of light, radiating that spiritual love to everyone I meet and greet. Thanks to the spiritual Father, the Supreme Being, for teaching me all that what I am today. Om Shanti.
Thank you so much for that beautiful meditation commentary and giving all of us an experience. It's
Thank
been
you.
a blessing having
Thank you
you.
so much.
And I would also like to thank our viewers for joining today. And if you would like to know more about us, please do visit our website www.brahmakumaris.org.au. All the details of our centers, retreat centers, and the programs offered is available there. And you're welcome to visit your nearest center. So thank you once again, and we will be back with another interesting episode of the Reflection series. Till then, take care and keep counting your blessings. Om Shanti.